Hello, everyone, and welcome to Andover Ice Arena for CTN's live coverage of boys high school hockey. Tonight, the final week of the regular season starts with the Coon Rapids Cardinals visiting the Andover Huskies. Joe Young, Howie Shapiro up above, and Howie, this one could be another good, tight, fun game to watch right down to the last minute.
The last two games for the Cardinals of the season before they start their section play are definitely winnable games. And if they want to get on a roll and get a little momentum before they go into sections, this is a game where they have the possibility of doing just that.
Well, they are going to have to get off to a fast start and keep that tempo through 3 full periods. Andover, this is their final game of the regular season, and they are on a hot streak, 4 games in a row coming in. But interesting thing about their schedule and their season so far, there are a few games below 500. They have been right with the best teams out there, but they've only won 1-goal games against some of the lower level teams. So kind of an interesting squad in Andover.
Well, this is an interesting game for the Huskies because this is their last game of the season. Their section starts on Tuesday. They're traveling up to Duluth to take on the Greyhounds. And this is an opportunity for especially some of the players on the second and third line, kind of show what they can do, earn a little more playing time when it comes to section play.
Well, and for the Coon Rapids Cardinals, Mike Frederickson, their junior captain, has been a spark plug for them all season long. They need him to be hot and continue to do what he's been doing so far this year.
Yeah, he's got 12 points on the season, and the key for Coach Mo is that we have to capitalize on opportunities, and they're looking for players such as Frederickson to be able to put the puck in the net, able to get off, as you said, to a quick start here tonight and kind of get some of the momentum early.
Well, and Andover, a relatively young squad as well, but they do have some good, strong senior leadership as well up front. One of the guys leading the way is Tyler Vold.
Tyler Vold, as according to Coach Manny, the best player to ever play at Andover. He is the 3rd leading scorer in Andover history, the 2nd leading scorer as far as the defenseman goes. He's the quarterback of their power play unit. He is a really important cog to this team if they're going to win.
Well, and both teams trying to get momentum going into the playoffs. The puck drops on the Cardinals and the Andover Huskies next on CTN.
Oh, hi. I'm TV's Howie Shapiro. And when I'm not announcing CTN sports broadcasts with my sidekick Joe Yen, I'm watching all the other great programs on the CTN Studios YouTube page. There's news stories, great local events, and even full games. You can even watch on any smart device with a YouTube app. Whether that's your phone or a tablet, you can watch CTN's great programming wherever and whenever you want. You can even watch CTN's event coverage live. So no matter where you are, you can share in all the excitement. CTN Studios, building community through cable.
Young Ty Hansen gets another start in net for the Coon Rapids Cardinals.
Yeah.
And at the other end, an interesting story. A senior female goaltender in net for the Andover Huskies, Maddie Rooney.
There's head coach Mark Manny, his 6th season. And yeah, it is definitely an interesting case. Maddie Rooney, who we saw the last couple of years as the goaltender for the girls squad, who decided she's going to UMD, decided she wanted to step it up and get a little more competition. And she's proved herself very well. Coach Manny said that she has progressed steadily as the season has continued. You saw her numbers.
Senior captain Zach St. John, of course, injuring the ankle a couple weeks ago, and looks like we'll be out for the season.
Yeah, it's an unfortunate thing, and he's been a steady force in the nets for Coon Rapids for the last few years, but it gives some younger, like Ty Hansen, gives him an opportunity, just a sophomore, to get some playing time at the varsity level, and he will continue on for next season as well. But just great experience. There you see Ty's numbers: 0-1 record, a 2.61 goals against with a .917 save percentage.
Yeah, his one loss, an overtime loss to Anoka last week, right here on CTN. Cardinals breaking it right back out. Mike Frederickson will fire it in from long range, and Rooney just traps it to her chest and will take the face-off to her right.
Well, you mentioned that win, but the game against Anoka. Coach Mo said we have to come out tonight and play with that same kind of intensity that we did against the Tornadoes if we want an opportunity to get this game under our belts and for a win.
Frederickson wins the draw, back to Hafner, chip back down low into the corner. Huskies able to break it up and break it out. Bannock lays it across ice for Sitars. Sidesteps McNulty, tries to center, that deflects into the near side for Bannock. Bannock battles his way back behind, knocked off his stick by McNulty, but stays with it. Back into the corner for Tolbane and out to the point for Holt, who dumps it back in deep. Behind the net, the Huskies trying to control, kicked away by Hafner, controlled by McNulty, chipped around high off the dasher. Puck comes free to Frederickson. His pass broken up, and now played back in deep by Holt. Hafner will skate, and now pass too far for Hess, but it's touched up by Forrest. And the Cardinals get most of the line change. Defender falling, shot up and wide for Christian Ledeen. Back to the point, cross ice pass doesn't click. Dukowski will keep it in the zone, poked out by Gervais for Coon Rapids. Back at his own blue line is Byron Gunderson. His pass deflected, but Ledeen able to control and play it in deep. Gervais around near side. Johnson spins it for Havelka. Backhand cross ice pass for Luke Ruff. Into the zone, lost it in his skates, poked at, but he's able to get it back to Johnson. Knocked off his stick. Controlling his Ruff out front. Comes free, Gervais shot. And Rooney has the save.
Well, I'm sorry, go ahead, Joe.
Cardinals creating some opportunities. Trying that centering pass, but the second option comes through as Gervais had a nice look at the net.
Well, one of the things Coach Mo told me is that we have to create those opportunities. We have to get more shots on goal, and those shots on goal have to be quality. We have to make them count.
Hockey played it around. Cardinals intercept, play it back out front. Off the near boards by Seymour, and out to center come the Huskies. Colton Hughes had to play it off his stick. And Hegestad can't quite get it out. Cardinals finally able to poke it to center by Gervais. Dumped back in deep by Milwaukee. Gervais behind his own net. Frederickson back to help out. That just gets out before Hughes drags it back in. And the outside will face the whistle, force the whistle with 14:24 left in the first.
One of the things Andover likes to do when they're in their offensive zone is play low, and they like to force opportunities, also play a man high, so that they're going to try and capitalize with a number of good looks on goal here against that young sophomore goalie in Ty Hansen.
Forcing the turnover in deep was Travis Hess. Still has it behind the net, trying to work it out front. Poke free to Hafner at the point. He'll just dump it into the far side. Kellner gives chase. Hess is there, but getting it to the wing was Vold. And now up through center comes Dylan Holt. Poking it ahead, chop dot, but stays in play. Kellner will skate to center for Coon Rapids. Long wrist shot in and an easy paddle to the corner by Mandy Rooney. Opportunity the other way for Holt on the backhand and a goal. Zach Sitars gets around the corner and flips one high over the right shoulder of young Ty Hansen and puts Andover on the board.
Now, this is an incredible first line for Andover. They do most of the scoring, and Sitars leading scorer on this club. You can see it, just a nice little backhand to the far corner past Hansen, and that's going to open up the scoring for the Huskies, and exactly what they wanted to do. They wanted to get on top of Coon Rapids early and put a lot of pressure on the Cardinals.
Johnson bringing it right back the other way. His pass deflected behind the net. 3 red jerseys back there to battle. But the puck comes free into the corner and recovered by Holler, who plays it ahead. At center is Dukowski trying to sweep through the stick of McNulty, but bumped off it into the corner. Ledeen in the far corner will leave it. Skipped away from Holler and played to the near side. Kept in there by Gunderson. Johnson plays it out. Ruff can't control. Cardinals finally able to get it out along the near board. And that'll be outside.
Well, that was goal number 16 for Zach Sitars on this season. And we mentioned he's got 16 goals to go along with 16 assists. He's having a nice year. And that was their first shot on goal. The Huskies' first shot on goal was in the back of the net.
Chase Mears dumps it in. Gervais plays it around. Gervais tripped up, no call. After recovers, plays it far side. That pass a little too far, but getting through on the near side to Wilfred Raker-Rebeck. Lost the handle a little bit. Elson couldn't recover, and the Huskies come back the other way. Mears will send it around far side for Brett Sears. Back into the corner for Mears. Around, and Seymour able to keep it in. Along the boards for Hughes. He sends it around behind. Raker-Rebeck a pass too far, but out of the reach of Seymour, and it'll go all the way down to the Andover end, give Coon Rapids a chance to get a line change.
And they needed one too. A lot of pressure by the Huskies down in the Cardinal end. Nothing as far as a shot on net other than that first one was ended in the goal, but just a lot of presence down there in the zone.
Bumping along the back wall, and Andover comes away with it as Nowacki shovels it forward and chipped up out of the zone by Sitars. Risty back at his own end, near side for Johnston. Pass was a little bit behind, but does click with Gavin Hegestead. Dumped in off along the end board. Rooney pokes it back behind. Huskies able to break right up the middle as Tyler Vold skates in and around to the faceoff dot. His shot. And a good trapper save for Ty Hansen.
Oh, you saw Vold. Look at the nice move past the defense, and he gets a good shot on net, but Hansen's able to cover up.
Had nothing to shoot at as he got around that corner. Good speed, though. Yeah. You can see why he's so highly talked about by his head coach.
Oh, Coach Manny says his hockey senses are off the chart. He raved about Tyler Vold.
This one played back to the point. Vold across near side, tipped in deep by Bannock. Out to the point. Bannock shot off the side of the net, and that's going to come off the peg just a bit.
Ever so slightly. There you see it again. Shot's going to watch it hit the pipe.
Fredrickson wins the draw. Hafner rings it around far side. That's going to go all the way down and be icing. And we'll come right back to the icing waved off.
Yep.
Kept in deep by Fredrickson. Played along behind by Gunderson for Andover. Holding the blue line on the far side is Luneman. Huskies able to bring it back to the near side. Backhanded in deep by Hafner. Huskies trying to spread the ice and able to get it out to center. Andy Feo chipping it into the middle, deflected in on Hansen. He'll cover up, and we'll have another faceoff.
He did a nice job of chipping that puck up and giving the Huskies an opportunity to get a shot on net. Just put it right on the stick. Just couldn't control it. Bounced a little bit.
Huskies controlling off the draw. Ledeen squeezed off it, recovered by Feo. He's knocked to the ice. Gervais battling for the Cardinals. Ledeen comes away with it, plays it out to the point for Gunderson. Across and now back down low. Good passing in tight. Final pass a little behind Holler. The Cardinals ice the puck, and we'll take another faceoff.
That one definitely will be icing.
Oh, puck kicked right out to Seymour. He'll just have to dump it back in. Havelka chips it up off the glass, kept in by Nowacki. Johnson between 3 white jerseys, able to get it in the zone, comes loose to Havelka. Rough, a tough angle shot. Rebound back to the corner. Havelka out to the point for Risty. Thought about the pass. His shot is blocked. And this one's played all the way down by Chase Mears. Icing waved off as Gervais gets there. Near side for Ruff. Up high in the air, out to center. Glove down there by Seymour. He's bumped off, and Havelka in. Cuts to the middle, trying to pass. It's well behind Risty, who is filling that lane in the slot. Interception by Gervais. Risty will dump it in deep. In behind, Seymour knocked off it by Johnson. Cross ice pass opens up Owen Jensen down the near board. His pass stopped by Gervais. Jensen recovers. He's bumped to the glass by Havelka. Kept in deep there by Dylan Holt. Havelka controls around behind, and that's up and out of play as he tried to skip it off the glass to center.
Well, so far just 4 shots apiece on net for these two clubs.
Havelka's lucky he didn't get penalized for that hit.
Yeah, he is definitely lucky because this is a physical team in Andover, and they're going to hit. Cardinals are going to want to retaliate and hit back, but they have to be careful they don't get called.
Long shot in, not a lot on it. Hansen easily saves. Wolter behind his own net. He's bumped off it. There to help is Hafner. Hafner avoiding a couple of stick checks. Not able to get it up the near board. Centering pass, though, off his skate. And controlling on the far side is Hegestead. Hegestead into the zone, lost the handle, and that's offside as he collides with Tyler Vold right in front of the Andover bench.
Cardinals trying to find a little rhythm offensively. Speaking of rhythm, if you want to find us on Facebook, you haven't found us yet, make sure you do. Like us.
What does that have to do with rhythm?
Well, it's just a rhythm. Keep things moving. Find us on Facebook. It doesn't really, but.
Holt gets it into the zone and tried to get it to Sitars, but in offside. 8:05 to play in the first. Andover still that 1-0 lead on the backhander by Zach Sitars. Face off back to Vold, skips away from Sitars on the pass, recovered by Holt into the zone along the left circle, centers. Gervais breaks it up, played back to the far corner. Luneman along the wing. Fredrickson takes a big hit as he gets rid of the pass. It's going to be icing.
An opportunity for Andover again now with the face-off down in the Cardinal end to continue to try and get a little pressure on net. Out shooting the Cardinals 5-4. Both coaches like to see a little more action on net.
Luneman plays it around, kept in at the line by Gunderson, and that net's going to come off again as Hansen protecting the near post on the shot from the point. Cross ice pass played to space. The shot misses wide to the near side. Gunderson battling and losing the battle to Wilfred Raker-Rebeck, who gets it out to center. Huskies regroup nicely at their own blue line, sent in deep by Matt Dukowski. Behind is Gervais, backhanded pass around, tied up along that far side is Pitlick, and it's kicked out to center by Mike Elson.
Now, Cardinals doing pretty much all they can to just try and clear it out of their zone.
Chip back in by Luneman. Luneman trips up trying to keep it in on the second attempt. And working his way all the way down ice is Feo. A 3-on-1 developing. Feo gets the return pass but misses wide. Holler's backhander sails into the corner. He'll get it back there. Turn away from a hit by Havelka. Still controls the puck along that end board. Ties up two Cardinals, and coming away with the puck is Sears out to the point. skips away from Seymour and back out to neutral ice.
That time just off the stick of Seymour, forcing the Huskies get a little bit of a change and kind of regroup offensively.
Pavelka chipping this one in and will give chase. Johnson trying to dig at it. Comes away with it. A turnaround shot stopped up easily by Rooney. A fan on the attempt by Ruff, and back the other way comes the Huskies. Johnson at his own blue line, back to McNulty. Sidesteps a poke check, pass too far for Ruff. Stopped up at the blue line. Johnson gets it back in deep. Recovering his Vold behind his own net. He'll avoid the pressure from Fredrickson, but the pass doesn't click, and Fredrickson, or Pavelka rather, ends up with it nonetheless. McNulty dumping it in and around. Cross ice pass, skips away from Hughes. He takes a hit as McNulty recovers. Plays it back out to center ice. Holt back into the zone. McNulty trying to walk out, has it taken away by Sitar. Sitar's a shot high and wide on the near side. Comes loose off the far glass for Gavin Hegestead, who gets it in. The Coon Rapids will get some more legs on the ice. Bannock behind the back pass for Tolbane into the zone. His pass deflected, but Vold walking in. His shot hit traffic. And Hansen had no idea what happened to that one for a millisecond.
Well, he was screened out in front. He couldn't see where that shot was coming.
Bannock out front, and shot a goal. As that one went 1-2-3, and Tolbane tucked it home to get Andover the 2-0 lead.
Again, and a nice feed in front of the net for the Huskies, and they able to make it count, going up 2-0 here with 4:33 remaining. It's goal number 13 for Reese Tolbane. Look at the nice feed. Tolbane right on the stick.
Beautiful one-touch pass from Zach Sitars, and all Tolbane had to do was redirect it to the far corner.
Sitars with another point here tonight.
Shot off the pad, and a great recovery save by Maddie Rooney.
Yeah, Rooney did a nice job of realizing.
I mean, Fredrickson, a beautiful shot to the far side.
Yep.
Low on the far side. She had to make a kick save, gave up a juicy rebound, but then made it all the way back across to stymie Kellner on the rebound.
Yeah, there's the shot, and watch it come all the way back to the other side of the net to make that save. Just a nice play by Rooney.
Cardinals win the draw. Luneman, a shot that hits traffic. Fredrickson puts it toward the net, deflects into the corner. Dukowski bumped off it, but has help there. Kicked out across the blue line by Christian Ledeen. Gervais high back into the zone. One touch to Gunderson, out to center for Christian Ledeen. His pass too far in front of Feo, but Feo able to get it into the corner. Luneman. Near side for Hess, off the boards and out to center. Gunderson's pass broken up. He recovers. Gets it back to Dukowski. Dukowski can't get it out past Kellner. Pavelka had it held in the zone momentarily as well, and now Haller will get it into the Coon Rapids end. After, behind his own net. His pass deflects, bounces back into the corner for Colin Hughes. Hughes chipped this one back in and ends up
that's stuck.
And out of play.
Yeah, that's stuck
hanging in the net.
Yep. Well, that's a big goal for Andover and a tough one for the Cardinals to give up, now trailing 2-0. It's still plenty of time left in this contest, but you know, the Cardinals having a difficult time as it is scoring goals this season, and they don't want to get too far behind.
Huskies able to turn it back around. Cardinals chip it back out to center. Johnson couldn't get it ahead to Pavelka, but able to get it right back off the stick of Dylan Holt. Johnson into the zone, poked off his stick, and back out to center. Hafner will give chase at his own blue line. Cross for Risty. Into the middle, off the skates of Pavelka, and played back in deep by Chase Mears. Hafner stops up as Hughes goes sliding into the end board. Cardinals break to center. Johnson Had it poked away, comes free to Risty. Just down low, a quick redirect shot. That hit traffic for Johnson down in the corner. Risty trying to get it back to him as he's taken into the boards. In behind it goes to Velka, cuts back near side. Bumped off it, but stays with it. In tight shot for Johnson, and Rooney just watched all the havoc unfolding in front of her, kept her angle tight, and made the save look easy.
Yeah, just seal off that near side, and you're right, just able to gather that puck in relatively easily, forcing the face-off to her left.
Battling out front was Andrew Pitlick. The shot hit it, skate and went wide. Opportunity going the other way for Bannock. Out front, a shot by Sitars and a glove save by Ty Hansen.
Yeah, Sitars was trying to get that second goal of the night, and Hansen grabbed that fastball.
Nice play on the 2-on-1. Yep. Sitars a quick release back to the near side, which is a very tough save to make for a goaltender. And Hansen impresses with the speed of his glove. That's why they call him the Little Sizzler.
The Little Sizzler.
Little Sizzler was sizzling right there.
Yes, he was.
Another puck up and out of play. Face-off will be back outside the Andover zone. 1:44 remaining in period number 1.
9 shots on goal for the Huskies, 7 for Coon Rapids. That's one of the things I know we'll talk to Coach Mo about, trying to put a little more pressure on offensively.
Kellner not able to keep that one in the zone. Hafner plays this one in deep. Kellner chips it back in behind. Huskies to center. Sitars off the boards. Easy stick save for Hansen. Fredrickson pass too far in front of Kellner. It'll go all the way down, and we'll have another icing with 1:08 on the clock.
So far, that first line for Andover is doing all the damage here tonight. Both goals scored by that first line, and I know Coach Manny said, got to be happy, obviously up 2-0, but like a little contribution from some other players.
Bold's shot hits traffic. Cardinals cleared to the near side. Johnson plays it up the boards, kept in there by Bold. Tipped into the near corner where Hafner recovers. Hafner cut off by Ledeen. Havelka in there battling as well. Kicks it free, comes away with it. Johnson ahead to Ruff to center. Poked off his stick. Johnson there to recover. Fires it into the far corner. As Havelka ties up along the boards, Fold able to get free and play it back around to the near side. Hafner holding it in along the midboard. Shipped out to the point. Ruff is there to keep it in for Coon Rapids. Comes free. And Feo will skate to center. Up into the zone by Ledeen. Gervais recovering. Feo pressuring. After wings it around. Bold sidesteps a check. Keeps it in the zone. Walks to the top of the circle. Now down low. Down to 5 seconds. Backdoor shot. A rebound chance. A third chance. Puck still loose. And there you saw the eyes of Tyler Vold. What an impressive play to take it that late in a period, that deep, and feed a great backdoor pass to Dylan Holt that created 3 straight opportunities in the final 2 seconds for the Andover Huskies. They go to the locker room up 2-0. We'll talk to Coon Rapids head coach Steve Moe in our first intermission break right after this on CTS.
So, what is CTN Studios? Well, we're the local cable TV station in Coon Rapids. We bring you news, events, city government, sports, all the things that are happening in and around our community. So that means you'll find out what's going on next door, or at City Hall, or at the local schools. It's information other stations don't think is important. But we think it's information that's important to you. Want to know when streets are being fixed? Or learn new ways we can recycle? Or how the local teams are doing? You can find all of this on CTN. It's not just about bringing the community to you. It's about bringing you to the community. Because we think you'll like it here. CTN Studios, building community through cable.
Oh, hi. I'm TV's Howie Shapiro. And when I'm not announcing CTN sports broadcasts with my sidekick Joe Yen, I'm watching all the other great programs on the CTN Studios YouTube page. There's news stories, great local events, and even full games. You can even watch on any smart device with a YouTube app. Whether that's your phone or a tablet, you can watch CTN's great programming wherever and whenever you want. You can even watch CTN's event coverage live. So no matter where you are, you can share in all the excitement. CTN Studios, building community through cable.
Youth night here at Andover Ice Arena. The Huskies on top of Coon Rapids 2-0. And we're joined now by Coon Rapids head coach Steve Moe. And coach, although you're down 2-0, you did generate some good chances. Your thoughts on that first period?
I thought it was a pretty good first period. I think we could create a little more chances if in the offensive zone we keep our feet moving a little bit more and put a bit more pressure on them. But we'll take the opportunities we got. We just have to make sure we capitalize on them.
Coach, right now that first line for Andover is giving you trouble. What do you talk to your guys in the locker room about? How do you kind of get away from that and find somebody else to score or to beat you?
We'll just have to talk to our defensemen about staying aggressive on them and making sure that when we can make some body contact, especially along the perimeter, that we hit and pin and allow for our support to come in and pick up the puck and that we get back to the middle. Great effort on their first goal. Second goal, I think if we'd have worked a little harder in the defensive zone, we'd have been okay.
Well, a game that it seemed kind of ebbed and flowed as far as flow went. Sometimes it was up and down the ice and sometimes physical. Would you rather see one type or the other through the remainder of the contest?
Well, as a viewer, obviously up and down the ice is great, but I'd like to see the puck on their half of the end for the majority of the time. But if we can make a game go up and down the rink and make sure we have good back pressure and that we're forcing them to the outside, I'll take that over them having a lot of zone time as well.
All right, well, thank you so much for joining us, and good luck the rest of the way. We'll
Thanks,
take another break and be back with first period stats and highlights right after this. You're watching live boys high school hockey on CTN.
Everybody has a dream. Mine was to see the ocean. And with a little help, I made it.
You sure you don't want some? It's chamomile. Listen, you are extremely terrifying. Just the scariest undead subhuman thing on TV, and I really mean that. But I am worried that you could give my kids nightmares if they see you, so I'm gonna have to block you. So that's it. Oh, and tell the zombies they're blocked too.
You're on your way to meet up with friends, but you can't seem to get anywhere quickly. You don't want your friends to be annoyed, so you text. You're on your way. "5 seconds is the average time your eyes are off the road while texting while driving. Make sure you get where you're going.
Now it's time for This Week in Bad Stats.
Bad stats?
Horrible stats. Here goes. 260.
That's how many runs were walked in with the bases loaded last season.
Wow, very good. Here's a tough one, though. 3 and 4.
No idea.
That's the number of kids who witness bullying, 3 out of 4.
Not a good stat.
No, it's not, but that can change. Kids want to help, but they don't know how. You can visit stopbullying.gov and give them the tools they need to help prevent bullying.
There are plenty of safe ways kids can help at stopbullying.gov.
Jimmy can't sing, and Tommy can't dance, so we're gonna put some ants in their pants. Aww.
Kids will spend 22 minutes watching us, the super duper party troopers, sing about ants in their pants.
Isn't that funny? Ants in their pants, they've got ants in their pants, they've got ants in their pants.
Brushing for 2 minutes now can save your child from severe tooth pain later. 2 minutes, twice a day. They have the time.
Babies require persistence, patience, a sense of humor, and protection. That's why nearly all parents choose immunization. It's safe, proven protection against 14 serious diseases like measles and whooping cough. So give your baby the recommended vaccines before age 2 and get a little help in the protection department. For more reasons to immunize, talk to your child's doctor or go to cdc.gov/vaccines.
Back at the Anoka Ice Arena, the final game of the season for the Huskies, their final home contest for their senior players. It was senior night, it was parents' night, it is youth night here, and the Huskies have treated that hometown fan base to a 2-0 first period lead.
They got off to a nice start in the first period, and that's exactly what Coach Manny talked to me about. We want to get off to a nice start. We want to apply pressure on Coon Rapids. We want to take control of this game and make them play from behind.
Yeah, and the Cardinals have to keep from getting down on themselves, only down 2 goals. But you talked about it, it's that first line doing the damage. The Cardinals, as we talked about, are generating some good opportunities. They're getting the puck down there, but a great individual effort by Sitars to flip that backhand over the shoulder of Ty Hansen, and then some great passing in down low, and it just a redirect for Reese Tolbane to put it into the back of the net. Other than that, the goaltenders have been pretty impressive. One side to the other by Matty Rooney to deny that opportunity. Then on the 2-on-1, a great glove save by Ty Hansen. And we have a 2-0 game as we reach the first intermission.
Yeah, and there you see the stats, and just 7 shots on goal for Coon Rapids. And I know Coach Mo was, expressing we need more pressure, we need more opportunities in that, especially to get back into this game down 2-0. And I think Coach Manny would be pretty pleased with 12 shots on goal in that first period, 2 of them finding the back of the net.
Well, it's been a dogfight so far. No reason to think it'll get any different for the remaining 2 periods. Huskies and the Cardinals back on the ice next on CTN. Hard hitting at times, silly at others. It's the ants in your pants dance.
I always love the ants in their pants
The super
dance.
duper party troopers.
Yes.
A prerequisite of every commercial break on CTN. There's a look at some of the collages built for the seniors celebrating senior night.
8 of them. 8 seniors on this roster. Their last game in this arena.
And as you talked about that first line, all seniors.
Yes.
And they have been impressive thus far.
They really have, and they've been impressive this season. You look at all 3 of those members of that first line, all contributing mightily to the effort for the Huskies. Head coach Steve Moe had to remind him that not to forget to do the interview this game, and unfortunately he got a little wrapped up against Anoka. And
hey, it was a fun game.
It was a great game, but
well, we placed ourselves a little more strategically this time that he could not.
We threw a net
miss
over him. We threw a net over him. Said stop right there, but he wanted to make sure that his coaching staff reminded him to come to the interview, and always a good job.
Well,
we
and I played hockey with both of those gentlemen last Sunday. Assisted 2 of Coach Tony Hurdy's goals, and meanwhile let Coach Moe go around me and score at the other end.
How did it feel to put the skates on and go play in that game?
I
Were you sore the next day?
No, not really.
No,
I played all right for an old slow guy, slow old guy.
That's what I heard, that you played all right for a slow old guy. You held your own.
I am what I am, and that's all that I am. We're underway here in the second period. Bold gives it back to Holt. He'll dump it into the far corner, comes around near side. Sitar's waits, he's bumped by Ruff. Controlling his Bold, his pass deflected off the skate and recovered by McNulty for Coon Rapids. High out to center, bumped with the glove with Tolbane. Cross ice for Bannock. Bannock's pass deflected off of Velka's skate. Johnson recovers right at the red line, and he'll send it in right to Bold. Bold up through center. Sitar's far side for Bannock. Bannock bumped off it there by Hafner, and it comes free for McNulty. Now getting it back is Hafner. Stopped up at the line by Bold. Johnson at his own blue line. His pass deflected. Bold has it for Andover. Weaves his way through neutral zone into the top of the circle. Cross to the back door. High rising shot up over the cage for Nick Holler. And all the way back at center is Tyler Bold. Through the center of the ice, icing waved off as McNulty may have had a touch on it.
Just a bit.
Played to the near corner. Feo gets taken to the boards. After battling along the end board with Holler. Back in behind for Holler again. After will squeeze him to the boards once more. Pavelka in to help. He'll come away with the puck. Chip it off the glass. Kicked in at the line by Dikowski. McNulty behind his own net. Kellner trying to force it up the near side. That way is denied by Feo. Holler bumped. Feo will take McNulty back into the boards. Kicked around. Coming free is Ledeen. Ledeen had it taken away by Kellner, who gets to center but can't get a stick on it because of Dikowski. Still loose at the red line. McNulty will chip it ahead into the Andover end. Dikowski retreats high off the boards. Recovered there by Ledeen. He skates to center. A nice pass to try and break Jensen behind the defense, but it skipped away to the corner. Jensen recovers. That's not Jensen. That's Owen Jensen. Jensen with it on the backhand, just pokes it toward the net, still loose. Kellner plays it off the board, and then again, and Sears keeps it in. McNulty behind the net, leaves it there for Hafner. Hafner, far side for Johnston, stops it up with his skate, now plays it out to center as he's bumped by Jensen. Dikowski races in, and offside are the Huskies, bringing the whistle. Just 2:49 into this second period.
Well, neither team has had a shot on goal at this point, but I think it's important for the Cardinals to come out and try and get that first goal here of the second period. Again, you're going to see, especially that first line of Andover, do a lot of pressuring, and the Cardinals can ill afford to get down by another goal.
Crandall able to win the draw. Played out near side. Crandall gets it back. Long shot in. Easily gloved down by Rooney. And she'll hold on for a face-up.
Sometimes she thought better of releasing the puck and let that face-off come to her left.
Crandall, a little scramble with Brent Sears off the face-off, and puck comes all the way down to the Coon Rapids end. Huskies trying to force it in the far side, but it comes up over the glass and out of play.
Yeah, they tried to push it in, but I think Hansen got a piece of it. We'll see again. Triple screen.
Face off to the left of Ty Hansen. Won by the Huskies. Out to the point for Holt. Across. Vold will play it in deep. Satars kicks it to the far corner. Gervais first one there. Gets it to Johnston, who's pinched there by Holt. And Crandall plays it out to center. Skating in his full. Top of the circle. Nice hands. A shot and a goal.
He did a nice job of creating a little space for himself. And you talked about his hands. Does a great job and pushes it into that top far corner.
That was pretty impressive.
That was a pretty goal. Let's see it again. Just a nice job of
walks
creating
around
the space.
One, toe drag around another, and then quick snap to the top shelf.
Yeah, that was a pretty goal. Cardinals fall behind 3-0 now. They've got a large hole to try and dig out of.
Hafner plays it in, stick save to the corner. After trying to play it back out. Out to the point, wristy is shot right into the breadbasket of Matty Rooney.
That's Vold's 15th goal this season. Go along with 16 assists, 31 points. Sitars with 32.
Just good speed and then a great show of hands, followed by a very impressive shot, beating the glove of Hansen. Huskies up 3-0 early in this second period still. Turnover, played back in. Rooney sticks it to the corner. Gunderson around behind, too far in front of Dukowski. Cardinals pressure, wristy down low to Velka. Velka held to the boards by Gunderson. Johnson digs it free. He's bothered by Hughes. Hughes will come away with the puck and skate to center. Hughes chips it in on Hansen. He'll cover it up and take the faceoff. 12:25 to play in the second.
Yeah, I saw a couple of white jerseys heading his way. Decided it was better off to make sure he covered that puck up and force that faceoff. But Joe, that's exactly what happened, is what the Cardinals did not want to see, and that's Andover getting on the board here again in this second period.
Huskies moving the puck and keeping it in the zone. Kellner comes back and steals it for Coon Rapids. Played to center, a little behind Hess. Hess's pass intercepted. Swung out to center by Owen Jensen. Carrying it in deep is Mears. Played out front, is shot, and a shoulder save by Ty Hansen. Out to the point, Gunderson pinches and keeps it in. Glove down and played out front. Skips off the stick of Mears, but he recovers in the corner.
Mears was in a good position to get Andover's 4th goal of the night. Couldn't control that puck, but again, coming loose right in front of Hansen.
Kellner bumps it ahead. And a good center ice check holds Hess up. Fredrickson for the seal. Cross ice to Hafner. Hafner, that shot partially blocked and easily gloved by Matty Rooney.
As shot number 10 on net for Carlos. Again, just a good opportunity. You're going to see him right there. And the save off the shoulder, and then the Cardinals trying to get an opportunity, a shot on net, and Rooney's going to glove that one.
Sitar skates through center into the zone, and he dragged it a little too early, forcing his team outside.
Yeah, it's the tough job of controlling that first line for the Cardinals.
Vold will skate it in, trying to center, ends up in the corner as he was bumped by Crandall. Shot and a glove save for Ty Hansen.
That's that quick shot by Sitars again. In on Hansen, he makes a save.
Risty plays it around far side. Kept in there at the blue line by Nowaki. Gervais pressured along the end boards. Huskies with 2 men, forecheck. Bannock plays it back out to the point, across the near side for Volt. Shot through traffic, Hansen the save, rebound. Ends up on the far boards. Skating out to center is Elson, chipped it off the board, stopped up. Here's Sitars back to Volt. Dumped in by Tolbe. Tolbane again. Plays it toward the net. Hansen pokes it into the corner. Sitars out to Vold. Lines, fires. Blocker save. Out to center for Havelka. He'll get it in deep. Elson giving chase. Left in the corner for Vold. Up along the near side for Feo. And back to Vold off the check. Vold will race the length of the ice. Around the corner, out front. And Holler just couldn't quite get a stick on it.
Yeah, nice feed by Vold to Holler. As you mentioned, just couldn't get the blade down on the puck.
Ruff just dumps it in as he gets off the ice. Vold recovers behind the net. High off the boards, out to center. Hafner will retreat to his own end. Pass handcuffed Kellner. Huskies recovered momentarily. Hafner ahead. Fredrickson can't quite control. Gets it right back and nearly put that one right on the stick of Kellner out front. Hafner down low to Fredrickson, trying to go back door. Kellner had it tipped away just before it got to him. Fredrickson recovers out to Hafner at the point. His shot through traffic and the save by Rooney. Cardinals buzzing a little bit. Wolter stopped up by Fredrickson. His shot is high. Hafner will keep it in on the near side. Fredrickson centers, nobody's home. Hughes will get it out to center for Andover. Ledeen races onto it and deep into the end. Chased behind the net by Hafner. Ledeen out to the point. Holt was taken off of it. A turnaround chance for Mears, but Hansen is there for the save, and we're about midway through this second period.
A small little flurry by the Cardinals before leading to these kind of opportunities for the Huskies. And again, just a quick turn and shot, but Hansen is right there to bring it inside, force the face-off.
Huskies win the draw, back out to Holt at the point, plays it to the near boards. Short angle shot, and it was deflected up and out of play by Hughes out front.
Face-off's going to come outside the blue line. And we saw a little bit of a flurry for the Cardinals. Again, just not getting the kind of pressure they're looking to see. 4 shots on net for the Cardinals, 8 for the Huskies so far in this period.
Gervais tips it out to Johnston near center ice. He's bumped. Puck still loose. Poked back to the defender. That pass nearly picked off right inside the blue line. Recovering is Holt. Through center, Sears deflects it all the way down. Icing waved off. Gervais back up the far side for Johnson. Moves it ahead. Crandall's cross-ice pass deflected and end up behind Gavin Hegestead. Here come the Huskies again. Shot up and wide by Brent Sears and back out to center. Vold at his own blue line. Long pass deflected in by Chase Mears. He'll give chase as McNulty plays it around. Bannock bumped off it. He'll knock McNulty off it, force another turnover. Tolbane in down low, tries to jam it home, and Hansen there to make another big save. Gervais with possession in the corner, off the boards, gets out to center. Johnston will fire it right in on Rooney, and she just directs it to the corner.
Well, the Cardinals getting a change, so nobody there to...
Vold trying for the home run pass. It's going to be whistled on the offside at Sitars. at the far blue line.
Again, the pressure inside by the Huskies, trying to wrap this one around, but Hansen got a piece of it.
Bold gains possession and races to center for Bannock. Back to Sittars. His shot misses wide. Bold recovers off the far board. Whining, firing one-time shot for Jimmy Nowaki hit traffic. Behind Sittars, a little between the legs pass. Tolbane's shot deflected up and out of play. It'll stay in the Coon Rapids end.
The Huskies do a nice job of setting their offense up again. And as you mentioned, a pretty nice pass from behind the net.
Bannock back to the point. Fold through traffic. Save made by Hansen. Ruff will skate it to center ice and pass off of Tolbane. Cardinals recovered. Johnson bumped as he enters the zone. Bannock lost an edge. Velka held the puck momentarily. Knocked out. Hafner fans on the pass, and Bannock into the Coon Rapids zone. His pass deflected. Risty gains control and skates to center, dumping it off the heels of Pavelka. And here's a chance for Tolbane getting around behind Hafner. Tolbane cuts back, held up. Right there is Sittars to recover, just can't quite get a handle on the puck. And Hansen is able to cover it up.
Again, another good opportunity, but a nice job defensively just to hold him up just a little bit. Got a stick in there.
And kind of lucky as high as that stick got.
Yeah,
he was not called for a hook. A lot of referees, as soon as the stick touches the hands, it's hooking. What a good defensive effort.
Yep.
And not easy to freeze the puck with your blocker hand for the goalie, Ty Hansen. But he's able to get the job done there. Fredrickson will escape, trying to work it up the boards for Hess. Pokes it along to himself instead and works his way to center. Gets it free. Hess has a little bit of space, and Kellner in a half step early.
Yeah, and that one frustrated Coach Mo. Cardinals had an opportunity on a bit of a break, but it's going to force the faceoff outside the blue line. There you see the time remaining, 4:10 in this second period. I'm sorry, 5:10.
I can't see that far. Leave me alone.
Look, I got two opportunities too, and I blew it.
Hess in the high slot, bumped as he tried to load for the shot. Covered in the corner by Dukowski. And now behind with it is Gunderson. His pass doesn't click because Wolter is there to disrupt. Hess comes away with it. Leaves it for Gervais. That shot is blocked on the far side by Holler. Holler spins, backhand pass to Dukowski skating to center. He tried to drag across the blue line, lost the handle. Wolter chips it up the boards. Andover likes to bring that pressure in down low, and they do it again. Feo can't center. Gervais recovers. Gervais looking up ice, lost it. It was taken away by Christian Ledeen. Gervais tying it up. He's run into by Feo as he plays it around. Hafner will skate to center. Fredrickson rather. One of those guys that starts with 20. Shot misses wide for Travis Hess. Centering pass doesn't click. Hegestad was looking for Raker Rebeck in the slot. McNulty back in behind for Hafner. Pass just a little behind its intended target. Keeps it in the zone. Hafner plays it around near side. Skipped away from Hegestad. Kicked in by Bold. Hafner flips it out on the backhand to Crandall at center. Plays it to space. Back to recover it was Hegestad. Far side indirect. Puck still loose. Backhanded in by Crandall as he trips up. Back the other way goes Dylan Holt. Into the zone. Into the slot. Is Stick taken away just before he could get off a shot. He and Hafner end up in the net.
On Hansen,
a little pushing after the whistle.
Hansen makes the save and the net comes off its moorings, but yeah, they're again trying to control that middle. A little hold there, and there you see the push at the end.
A little push back from
Dominic
retaliation.
Hafner. Cardinals desperately need a goal here before this period's out.
I'm not going to say it's desperation before the period's over, but if not before the period ends, certainly early in the third. Holt carrying into the zone again, stick handles into the high slot, hands it off for Tolbane. A shot, the save made. Rebound recovered by Ruff. Off the stick of Pavelka to center. Vold chips it to Tolbane. He lost it. Johnson has it for the Cardinals. Far side, Pavelka tried to get it out front. Johnson couldn't get his stick on it. Risty trying to keep it in away from Sitars. Quick shot by Johnson and an easy stick save by Rooney. Holt again leads the rush to center into the zone. Can't walk through Luke Ruff. Ruff not able to get it out as he was hit hard by Bannock, but a turnover has Johnson leading it the other way. Shot and a save. Poked away by Rooney. Sitars ends up in the net as he was defending against Pavelka on the back post. And that is where you will get your whistle.
Oh, and that rebound came out kind of a little bit strong, but Rooney had the wherewithal to poke it out to a teammate to avoid any opportunities of Coon Rapids getting a shot in front of the net.
Christian Ledeen dismissed from the faceoff dot. Feo stepped in and won it nonetheless. Fredrickson keeps it in at the blue line. Hess pokes it off with one stick for right to Nowacki. Hess kept it in momentarily, played the length. Icing waved off as Hafner recovers. Hafner had it poked off his stick by Feo. Out front, puck loose. Shot through traffic by Howler was stopped up. Tip out front and a goal. Christian Ledeen getting the stick on it at the right time and tucking it just inside the post to give the Huskies a 4-0 advantage.
Yeah, just able to redirect that right past Hansen for the goal, and a little contribution from somebody not on that first line for Andover. Christian Ledeen getting the goal, as you can see him put it by Hansen, and that's Ledeen's 4th goal of the season.
Gunderson, a good, long, strong, low shot from the point, and Ledeen just getting a tip on it to put it past Ty Hansen. Under 90 seconds remain in this second period. The Huskies with 2 goals in each frame so far. Looking for their 5th straight win to close out the regular season. Good footwork by Gunderson. He'll keep it in. Take it deep into the point. Out to Nowacki. Tipped off his stick and out into center ice. McNulty sidestepped to check, but lost the puck. Battle continues at center. Mears comes away with it. Out front. Hughes kind of tied up on his backhand, and Gervais takes him into the corner. Johnson is center for Coon Rapids. Short angle shot, missed the net. Kept in on the near side by McNulty. Johnson trying to get it back out to the point, intercepted by Chase Mears. Under 20 seconds. He'll dump it in. Huskies will get a little bit of a line change. 10 seconds left. McNulty will just chop it all the way down. This is going to be icing. Oh, icing waved off, and that'll end the period. Huskies will go to the locker room up 4-0, and we will talk to their head coach, Mark Manny, right after this. You're watching live boys high school hockey on CTN.
So, what is CTN Studios? Well, we're the local cable TV station in Coon Rapids. We bring you news, events, city government, sports, all the things that are happening in and around our community. So that means you'll find out what's going on next door, or at City Hall, or at the local schools. It's information other stations don't think is important, but we think it's information that's important to you. Want to know when streets are being fixed? Or learn new ways we can recycle? Or how the local teams are doing? You can find all of this on CTN. It's not just about bringing the community to you. It's about bringing you to the community. 'Cause we think you'll like it here. CTN Studios, building community through cable.
You're on your way to meet up with friends, but you can't seem to get anywhere quickly. You don't want your friends to be annoyed, so you text. You're on your way. Five seconds is the average time your eyes are off the road while texting while driving. Make sure you get where you're going.
Now it's time for This Week in Bad Stats.
Bad stats?
Horrible stats. Here goes. 260.
That's how many runs were walked in with the bases loaded last season.
Wow, very good. Here's a tough one, though. 3 and 4.
No idea.
That's the number of kids who witness bullying. 3 out of 4.
Not a good stat.
No, it's not, but that can change. Kids want to help, but they don't know how. You can visit stopbullying.gov and give them the tools they need to help prevent bullying.
There are plenty of safe ways kids can help at stopbullying.gov.
Jimmy can't sing, and Tommy can't dance, so we're gonna put some ants in their pants. Aww.
Kids will spend 22 minutes watching us, the super duper party troopers, sing about ants in their pants.
Isn't that funny? Ants in their pants, they've got ants in their pants, they've got ants in their pants.
Brushing for 2 minutes now can save your child from severe tooth pain later. 2 minutes, twice a day. They have the time.
Babies require persistence, patience, a sense of humor, and protection. That's why nearly all parents choose immunization. It's safe, proven protection against 14 serious diseases like measles and whooping cough. So give your baby the recommended vaccines before age 2 and get a little help in the protection department. For more reasons to immunize, talk to your child's doctor or go to cdc.gov/vaccines.
Sweetheart, can I give you a hand?
No thanks, Dad. I got it.
Okay. I'm gonna go fix the lamp in your room.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of children in foster care who will take you just as you are.
So, I got this new family, and I don't know what it is about this one, but she can't seem to put down that toy all day long. Tap, 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 tap. Oh, and she even talks to it. She talks to that more than she talks to him. What's up, bro? Nice shirt. Who's she talking to? Her mom? She talks to her mom a lot.
So, I just moved in with this family, and it's embarrassing. The little one, he likes to go outside and crawl around in the giant litter box. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I was born and I knew how to use the litter box. Look at that. That's disgusting. Oh, poop already. You're making me nervous. Oh, okay, I can't look at this anymore. I really hope he grows out of this, for his sake.
So what you want to do is, have you already enrolled? You're doing fine. What did that just do? Select the drop-down menu again. Wait. Site, you're already enrolled. Example here, so don't panic. You're ready to make your payment. Submit. There it is.
Oh my God!
I really can't believe it. That's awesome. Good for you.
Back at the Andover Ice Arena, the Huskies have doubled their lead after the second period. They're on top of Coon Rapids 4-0, and it seemed to me Coon Rapids getting some opportunities early in that second, but for the majority of the period, Andover really holding them deep in their own end.
You have to be impressed with what the Huskies have done through 2 periods. And I think that second period was even a little better than that first 16 shots on net for the Huskies. 2 of them went in. They got a little contribution from somebody other than that first line. Cardinals have a lot of work to do in the third period if they want to get back into this one.
Yeah, even to just get back to the point of making it respectable, they have to look at it as 1 goal at a time. But, yeah, we talked about Tyler Vold. He's pretty impressive. A nice move to get a good shot and beat the keeper. Cardinals pressured coming from a long ways out. Andover continuing to get good chances. The final goal tipped in by Christian Ledeen out front with just over a minute and a half remaining to make it a 4-goal lead.
Just an additional 7 shots on net for Coon Rapids in that second period. And again, more pressure on net is going to be the key for the Cardinals. And they're going to have to find ways to make some things happen on offense, but they also have to find ways to defensively to keep the Andover Huskies in check. And I think that's going to be another big chore for them here coming up in period number 3. Coach Mo and I talked about seeding here, and he was hoping to get a couple of wins. Hope to get that number 7 seed in the playoffs, because he told me he'd rather play Centennial than he'd play Blaine. So it'll be one of those 2, Joe.
We will take another break and be back with third period action right after this on CTN.
You're on your way to meet up with friends, but you can't seem to get anywhere quickly. You don't want your friends to be annoyed, so you text. You're on your way. Five seconds is the average time your eyes are off the road while texting while driving. Make sure you get where you're going.
Now it's time for This Week in Bad Stats.
Bad stats?
Horrible stats. Here goes. 260.
That's how many runs were walked in with the bases loaded last season.
Wow, very good. Here's a tough one, though. 3 and 4.
No idea.
That's the number of kids who witness bullying. 3 out of 4.
Not a good stat.
No, it's not, but that can change. Kids want to help, but they don't know how. You can visit stopbullying.gov and give them the tools they need to help prevent bullying.
There are plenty of safe ways kids can help at stopbullying.gov.
Jimmy can't sing, and Tommy can't dance, so we're gonna put some ants in their pants. Aww.
Kids will spend 22 minutes watching us, the super duper party troopers, sing about ants in their pants.
Isn't that funny? Ants in their pants, they've got ants in their pants, they've got ants in their pants.
Brushing for 2 minutes now can save your child from severe tooth pain later. 2 minutes, twice a day. They have the time.
Babies require persistence, patience, a sense of humor, and protection. That's why nearly all parents choose immunization. It's safe, proven protection against 14 serious diseases like measles and whooping cough. So give your baby the recommended vaccines before age 2 and get a little help in the protection department. For more reasons to immunize, talk to your child's doctor or go to cdc.gov/vaccines.
Oh, hi. I'm TV's Howie Shapiro. And when I'm not announcing CTN sports broadcasts with my sidekick Joe Yen, I'm watching all the other great programs on the CTN Studios YouTube page. There's news stories, great local events, and even full games. You can even watch on any smart device with a YouTube app. Whether that's your phone or a tablet, you can watch CTN's great programming wherever and whenever you want. You can even watch CTN's event coverage live. So no matter where you are, you can share in all the excitement. CTN Studios, building community through cable.
So, what is CTN Studios? Well, we're the local cable TV station in Coon Rapids. We bring you news, events, city government, sports, all the things that are happening in and around our community. So that means you'll find out what's going on next door, or at City Hall, or at the local schools. It's information other stations don't think is important, but we think it's information that's important to you. Want to know when streets are being fixed? Or learn new ways we can recycle? Or how the local teams are doing? You can find all of this on CTN. It's not just about bringing the community to you. It's about bringing you to the community. 'Cause we think you'll like it here. CTN Studios, building community through cable.
Maddie Rudy doing her job tonight. She's kept everything in front of her and has a 4-0 lead as her Huskies wrap up their regular season, their final home game. She is one of the 8 seniors on the squad, headed for University of Minnesota Duluth.
Absolutely, had a very nice season for the Huskies, and we talked about Huskies start their sections on Tuesday, where they travel up to Duluth to take on the Greyhounds. And they were looking for a big effort tonight to close out the regular season. So far, they've gotten one.
And it's a good time to be headed to Duluth to play hockey. Both Bulldogs programs ranked in the top 10 in college hockey right now. I think the women's program number 6, if memory serves. I just looked at it.
As you talked about, they have to get one goal at a time here, quite obviously, but the Cardinals are looking for a little bit of spark here in this final period before they close out the season on Saturday against Champlain Park.
Yeah, and after a couple of wins and then a tie against Anoka, they were feeling pretty good. The last 2 games last week did not end well for the Cardinals. They were hoping to get something a little bit stronger or a little bit better showing at the end of the game here against the Andover than they had against Blaine.
Well, yeah, Centennial played a couple of tough games, and you know the kids didn't hang their heads after those losses. Came into this week of practice fired up, ready for these 2 games.
Puck played all the way back down. Hansen will stop it up for Hafner. Ruff will play it in on the backhand. Holt chips it around near side for Tolbane. Andover out to center. McNulty intercepts. Pressured by Tolbane. Turnover. Risty plays it to the corner as Holler was double hit to the ice. McNulty trying to walk down ice and then tries to center, and that's denied as well. Chipped around near side for Holler. Gets it ahead for Feo. Feo into the zone. Winds, shoots. Hansen the save. He'll cover it up. And Holler right there with a couple of Cardinals warning him about getting so friendly with their goaltender.
Holler saw that puck pop briefly out of Hansen's glove before Ty was able to cover it up.
Crandall called out. Puck won, but Crandall pokes it free out to center ice. Chip back out by Gunderson. Hafner gets it in deep. Gunderson recovers behind his own net. Pass deflected. Dukowski will play it back behind for Gunderson. Near side for Holler. Ahead, and here's Ledeen. Ledeen, the last goal of the evening so far for Andover. Crandall cross ice, skips away from Gervais. He'll dump it in. Cardinals getting some new skaters on the ice as Rooney leaves it behind the net for Dukowski. Dukowski, Gunderson, back cross ice, skips away momentarily from Mears. He recovers. The chance for Owen Jensen, and the save in the shoulder by Ty Hansen.
Well, Maddie Rooney would like the score to stay 0 for the visitors. It would record her first shutout of the year.
Oh, there you did it. I've become even more susceptible to that superstition now as a goalie parent.
I understand.
And I've actually jinxed a couple so far. Chance for Frederickson, and it went up and out of play.
Well, we'll see if I jinxed her as well. But I'm sure, again, I'm sure she'd like the opportunity to record the shutout. She'll take the win first and foremost.
Yeah, the Huskies looking for that 5th straight win to end the season. Frederickson trying to bang it back out front. Huskies able to get it back near side. Here's Sitars trying to get around the corner on Wolter. A glove save for Ty Hansen.
Sitars has that nice hard shot to the far corner. We've seen Hansen, I think that's the 3rd time he was able to glove a shot.
Johnson waits on it at the blue line. Pavelka into the zone, leaves it. Johnson a quick shot, saved to the corner by Rooney. Gervais steps up and lays the check. Hafner recovers at his own blue line. Ruff to Johnson into the zone, trying to get it back to Pavelka, but Sitar's able to bring it back out to center. Hafner at his own blue line to Pavelka, and he spun himself out of his own skates as he's trying to dump it in on the backhand. And we're going to have our first penalty of the game.
I didn't want to say anything to that because that's one area I didn't want to jinx, certainly for either squad, obviously. But the first penalty of the night comes against Coon Rapids. And that's going to put a very good power play unit on the ice for the Huskies. They have a strong unit.
Nick Gervais going for elbowing at 3:15 of the 3rd period. The Huskies on the power play with just with that 4-goal lead. Holt's shot is blocked by a diving Cody Crandall. They set up with Sitars on the near side. Out the Bold, winds down low. Holt from the faceoff dot, missed wide. Sitars recovers. Cross for Holt. Trying to get it back. Now does. Bold at the top of the key. Shoots through traffic. And that ends up in the far corner. Mulvey. Quick shot and a glove save for Ty Hafner.
Ty Hansen. Hansen saw that one all along. Relatively easy save for him on the glove off the stick of Sitars.
Frederickson wins the draw, played the length of the ice by Zach Pavelka. Pavelka's been a center for the last couple weeks, but shorthanded, they want him out there. And they put him out there at defense. Just to play smart as the last line of defense, waiting back by his own blue line with Anthony Bannock. Here's Sitars into the zone, leaving it for Bannock. He'll get it back in the corner. Play it around near side. Mulvey will let it go to Bold. Now gets it back. Gets it down low. Sitars lost it in his feet. Pavelka comes in and gets control. Plays it around to the far side. Bold keeps it in. Cross ice pass. Sitars sidesteps a sliding Pavelka. Walks in. Short angle. Nothing to shoot at. Bold tried to hold it in. Now Holt will chip it to the near side. Mulvey down low. Tolby up to the top. Bold waits. Back for Holt. Vold, a one-timer that missed wide. A lot of zone possession, but I think really just one shot on goal in this power play. Vold up top. Back to Tolby. His pass deflected. A turnaround chance and a kick save by Hansen knocks the net off again.
I'm not sure if that, I think that puck may have hit the post.
No.
Let's take another look. Tough to see.
No.
We'll slow it down.
Shapiro rolls his eyes at me.
Well, you know, it's one of many times a game I roll my eyes at you.
That one deflected in weird. Cardinals able to get it out of the zone, though, and they're back to full strength. Played in deep by Dukowski. McNulty around near side. Johnson trying to work it up the boards. Played out to center. Crandall will break it up for Coon Rapids. Back behind for Nick Wolter. Wolter chips it out. Skips away from Raker Rebeck. Right onto the stick of Gunderson. Huskies turn it around. Ledeen is shot. That's deflected up and over. Holler back to the point. Winding and shooting was Byron Gunderson. And getting enough of it was Hansen. And face-off will stay in the Coon Rapids end.
Yeah, I got a piece of that with 11:01 remaining in this contest. Huskies have been in control so far and lead this one 4-0.
Just one shot on goal through the first 5 minutes of play here in the third period for Coon Rapids.
Yeah, and the Huskies with 6 so far.
Hafner behind his own net. Pass too far in front of Ruff. Come all the way down. And covering it up is Maddie Rooney.
Well, with Velka coming in on net, Rooney did the smart thing by covering that puck up.
Well, and she heard someone in the building say the S word. So she's being extra cautious.
I understand. You don't think it was me?
Milwaukee's pass was a little bit behind Colin Hughes. Pass working along the boards. Andover turns it over, turns it around. Gervais back for Hafner behind his own net. Hafner, long pass, skips away from Hess, kicks it ahead to himself as he's taken into the boards. Took the stick out of the hands of Solomon Seymour. Johnson lays a hit on Hughes on the far side. Played in by Sears. Gervais behind his own net. Able to get away from Hughes. And now plays it out to center. Centering pass, but nothing there but white jerseys. Bull for Colin Hughes. Tipped away by McNulty. Redirect missed wide. A turnover. And then turned right back over. McNulty trying to keep it at his feet. A turnaround shot. A little kick save by Hansen. Pavelka out to center for Johnson. Cross-ice pass is broken up. And Holt will chase in the corner in front of Ruff. Short angle shot by Pavelka. Missed. And another opportunity missed wide for Risty. McNulty steps into the lane and picks that pass up. Plays it back in deep. Coon Rapids get a line change midway through this third period. Cardinals trailing 4-0 to the Andover Huskies. Bold behind his own net. Far side for Sitars. Ahead. Handcuffed Tolbane a little bit. Ain't not able to get a piece of it. It'll be icing as it ends up all the way down.
That time not able to complete what they wanted to do. The Huskies haven't seen a lot of icing by the Huskies here tonight.
Fredrickson able to win the draw. Hafner plays it deep to the corner. Kellner squeezed off it. Fredrickson wins the puck. Full wraparound chance. And I don't think Rooney knew where it was. Huskies through center. Holler into the zone. His shot hit the skates of Gervais, and now he plays it in deep. Hafner wings it around. Kept in there by Dukowski. His shot misses. Gunderson will just send it back in and around. Feo far side. Back in to the corner for Holler. He's pinched by Fredrickson. Ledeen comes away with it out to the point for Dukowski. Another shot missing wide. again, we're seeing long offensive zone possessions for the Huskies, but not really amounting to much.
No.
As the Cardinals are keeping them wide and blocking shots. However, it's hard to get on the board if you're in your defensive end.
Well, yeah, and plus it's taking a lot of time off the clock.
Well, it's tiring to play this game in your defensive end.
I could imagine. There you see the time remaining, 7:31 in this third period.
No love loss. No love loss going there.
No, well, you know, definitely it gets a little physical.
Gervais got a little bit of a rough to the face, but based on where his stick was in a scrum like that, you know, some guys are going to take that personally.
Yeah.
And while coach might not like it, when you're up 4-0, he's probably going to understand that one. If you take the penalty, which no penalty called. McNulty puts a good check on it. Mears put the shot from the boards. Hansen made the save. Seymour's shot deflected wide. Up to the point, a shot deflected wide again. Crandall tipped it out to center, and he'll get changed. Shot right into the breadbasket of Hansen, and that's a late hit. That should absolutely get you a penalty, and it did. And then some pushing and shoving after the fact.
We'll see if they call the Cardinals.
Well, Chase Mears is definitely going, and
I think
it looks like he will in fact be joined in the box by Gavin Hegestad.
Yeah, definitely the retaliation there is going to get you two every time. But definitely the first penalty uncalled for.
Well, it probably should be a misconduct penalty against Mears as well for unsportsmanlike.
Well, they're talking about it. The officials are.
So coincidentals means 5 aside for the Cardinals, and Huskies continues. Nelson slides into the boards. Puck played far side. Risty plays the body instead of the puck. Yeah, there's a lot of let's just go out and hit each other going on right now.
It's starting to get chippy now.
There's a puck on the ice?
Yeah.
That's a good little feed and a chance for Rick Rebeck. But Matty Rooney is up to the task.
And there's the shot in close. Rebeck's trying to direct it past Rooney, but Rooney does a nice job of making sure she has the puck controlled.
Kellner with a hit along the far boards by Hughes. Frederickson a chance in close. His shot blocked by Vold. And Andover able to chip it down ice. Vold went down to block that shot point blank. Vold will get it back. A little give and go with Holt, who chips it ahead. McNulty keeps it out of the Coon Rapids end. Frederickson fighting off a hold, gets to the center, shot and saved by Rooney. Ooh. Wolter went charging in, and he took the brunt of that hit as Dunleavy laid him to the ice. Wolter again trying to throw a check and ending up being the one lying down. Crandall into the zone, lost the handle.
Did you say Crandall lost the handle?
Crandall did lose the handle. Oh, yeah, there's a little pushing and shoving. We're going to get at least one more penalty. I don't know if Gervais is going to get a penalty or not, but Dunleavy is definitely going to get a penalty. So he got up and gave Gervais a little bit of a shove, but Gervais standing over him.
Well, the Cardinals an opportunity to go on the power play here with 4:42 remaining, trailing 4-0. See Hunter Dunleavy in the box for the Huskies.
Shot from the point, misses wide. After can't handle it, had to hold Tolbane's stick down, but Tolbane still able to fight through it. Win possession down low. Sitar's out front. Tolbane has a tip off his stick. Recovered McNulty behind his own net. Cross ice, Fredrickson chips it ahead. He's bumped off it. Sitars will play it back in deep. Hafner behind his own net for Fredrickson near side. Fredrickson will fire it in and around. Huskies able to gain control and play it all the way down. Hansen will leave it there for Hafner.
Power play halfway over for the Cardinals.
Bannock chops it off the stick of McNulty. Played the length by Gunderson. Bannock walking in, his shot partially deflected into the corner. Gervais. Head for Walter, who skates up ice. Drops it for Johnson, lost in his skates. And it's all the way down by Holt. Johnson to Kellner, his shot deflected by Bold to the corner. Ruff trying to center, gets it right back. Bumped off it by Bold, and the penalty over, and now the Cardinals are going to pick one up. As Johnson is going to be called for a hook.
Yeah, just as that one ended.
And not a shot on goal for the power play by Coon Rapids.
Not one, being outshot 38-19. There you're going to see.
Yeah, no penalties through two periods.
No, and then all of a sudden.
Yeah, it's gotten kind of ugly here in the third.
There you saw the infraction.
Huskies win the draw. Shot by Gunderson in traffic and came back, but we've got a man in the crease and the faceoff outside.
Now Huskies have their second power play unit out here. Up 4-0, get an opportunity for them to get a little work on the power play.
Kowski plays it in. Ledeen stops it up. Back out to Gunderson. Cross gets it back at the top. Ledeen's shot deflected and goes wide. And we've got Mears in the, or Sears in the crease again. Uh-oh.
Now the first power play back on the ice for the Huskies.
When the draw, but out of the reach of Tyler Vold, he'll track him down all the way back in his own end. Crandall chases him behind. Sidesteps around Elson, leads the rush to center, to the blue line. Lost the handle. Elson collides hard with Barrick. The shot, puck come free to Vold, who had a chance, but the blocker saved by Hansen. The Cardinals able to clear that one that was just kind of hanging out in a dangerous spot.
It was. You know, Vold did a nice job moving inside and getting an opportunity for his squad to try and score their 5th goal of the night.
Holt down deep, leaves it for Tolbane, walks in and gets his 2nd goal of this contest to make it a 5-0 lead for Andover.
Yeah, that time they did what they needed to do on the power play. They came in and put the puck in the net, go up 5-0. You see as he plays it to the wide part of the ice, and there's the goal for the Huskies, putting them up 5-0.
Just too much time and space. Yep. A good shooter walking in, getting off a good shot from a good shooting spot. And Reese Tolbane with the pair tonight in his final game on home ice. And that's my Sportsnet highlight.
That's yours?
I'm just thinking, you know,
thinking ahead.
ESPN.
I understand.
Motto, but you know, TV coverage when you're in high school and you have a 2-goal night. That's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool, no doubt. Especially on your senior
night
and your last night on the home ice. Nice to finish your career out well.
And it's going to be a 5-game win streak to finish the regular season for the Andover Huskies, as they get ready to travel to Duluth East. And Holler coming in and getting stood up by Nick Walter. Referee saying if you don't want that to happen to you, don't get that close, come in that late against the goaltender. That's why we have the kind of game we're having right now with how physical it's been. Stay up off the net, Mike.
Exactly.
Gunderson steps in, keeps it in the zone. McNulty to center, taken away by Gunderson. Lost it to Raker Rebeck. Johnston turns it around. He'll chip it in. Dukowski plays it out to center. Sent back to him by Feo. Near side for Holler. He's bumped by Walter as he sends it into the zone. Icing waved off. McNulty hit hard along the end boards by Colton Hughes. Shot through traffic, misses wide. Winding and firing is Gunderson. That was stopped up. Puck loose out front. Cardinals get it. Walter will play it to center, and that will do it for this contest. The Andover Huskies, pretty impressive, outshooting the Cardinals 43-19 on their way to a 5-0 win.
Yeah, definitely. Their 10th win of the season, and a shutout for Maddie Rooney, her first of the year. And as you mentioned, 5-game win streak for the Huskies as they take their show on the road to go up to Duluth to start their section play on Tuesday night. Cardinals, on the other hand, have one final game at home against Champlain Park to close out their regular season before they start their section
play. And with the rough streak they've been on the last few weeks, they really need to find something to give them a spark of momentum headed for the postseason, where they will be heavily big underdogs in round one.
Yeah, depending on where they get seated, possibility of Centennial or possibility of Blaine. Both tough matchups, as we saw they played both teams last week.
Let's look at what we have coming up for you here. Boys basketball on Friday the 13th as the Cardinals travel to take on the Blaine Bengals. A little more boys basketball next Tuesday on the road again to face the Centennial Cougars, and then back home on Tuesday the 24th for girls basketball, hosting Elk River. But that's going to do it for this edition of CTN Sports. Again, the final score from Andover. It's the Huskies 5, the Cardinals 0. Want to thank everybody out there for joining us, continuing to support everything we do here at CTN. For the entire crew, including the mastermind on the replay tape deck, Mr. Josh Udvig, and the one and only Howie Shapiro. I'm Joe Young saying goodnight.